Dirty shoes!
You can say this stuff about dirty shoes, it's fine.
Please don't pass this line. I know you get excited.
I'm taking them off. Just
I want to start mopping the floor so it's clean. Gives me something to do. That dirty stuff goes behind the feet.
There, I got the shoes.
Sorry, too late.
There he is. All right, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So not too bad. 1,071 miles on the odometer. It's July 17th, Wednesday, 4:46 p.m. I want to talk about a couple of things. One thing, if you're doing a vlog and you worry too much about getting it all perfect, it's going to be a little choppy. So if you make a mistake, just try leaving it. I mean, the other day I said that Richard Linklater directed Psycho 2, and I left it. It was already published by the time I found it. He didn't. It was Richard Franklin. But still, it's kind of fun or funny. It's a vlog. It's a little bit different than a real television show. Similar. And then the second one I want to talk about is SNAP and nutrition and those kinds of things. We'll be talking about that as well. We actually talk about that quite a bit in the show when we go to Walmart, and we did have like a little cooking show for a while, and we do talk about nutrition. I talk about it when I get the protein bars and things like that. It should be something the actor should talk about, is nutrition, whenever they can, and feast and famine kind of thing. Hopefully feast. Here is the butterfly. .603 arrival, 2 minutes, 1 mile. Okay, since refueling, and that would probably be about the same for today or yesterday. It's downtown Fort Worth. Vesic. Turning right on Cullen. They're having like an office party. And right across the street is Tarrant Area Food Bank. Right there. There's two on both sides. Well, there's a third one too over here. It's called Dorothy and Norman Chronic Building is one of them. That's another food bank, and then there's another food bank back there. That's White Settlement, and that's Vesic. Can't really see it. There it is. $625.4 1.1. Missed out on some dog behavior. The dog had his head to the ground as if he was listening for something under the sidewalk. I don't know, it was funny. I had to make a phone call. It's a nice little, serene little area in the middle of suburbia apartments, downtown Fort Worth. A little garden. And why not, you know? Hammocks. Right there, we're pretty much in downtown. It's a nice idea. Place to take the dog. We got some chairs over there. There's some bushes. Good place to go out and read a play or something. Maybe pet your cat. You know, it's funny. To me, it looks perfect. It's a little garden, a little courtyard. I dropped the pizza off to the, well, it was Italian food. I dropped him off. Yeah, I do like it, he says. I need to trim some of these trees, though. Look at these, though. He's probably talking about the trees way back there. Just kind of makes you think that this little perfect area right here, once you're there for a week or two, then you start realizing that there's a few weeds that need to be pulled. We all shoot for perfection. We don't get it, but when we shoot for it, we get a balance where there is mistakes and then some things that are just not in the way. Anyway, I think it's a cool idea. It's an apartments, and then behind over there is like a garden. Because you might as well try to bring back some nature when you can. You have to live in the city. And he's right down the way from a Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb's right over here. See Tom Thumb? There's several different restaurants. And back in the day, there was Shakespeare in the Park. Right over here. Right behind the firefighter and police memorial. They did Shakespeare. Especially in the 90s. I did get to do Shakespeare. I did it in Denton and in Calabasas, California, with a small group. Al Charlings. He was a World Shakespeare member that was in Los Angeles. There's where they did it. The Bard. Some people there now, kind of hanging out. Space is still there. And they've got Hop Dottie. It's for burgers and fries. Chewy's. I really like their chips. The Mexican food right here. Chewy's. Back in the day when Quentin Tarantino was doing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was living in Carrollton, and I would drive to Dallas, and there were two different Chewy's I'd go to. I'd get a Diet Coke with lime and their chips and salsa. Probably the meal I had before I went in to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think I saw 2 Brad Pitt movies that year. Brad Pitt's a phenomenon. To me, I think he is. He's on the level of Robert Redford and Paul Newman. But he brings in his own personality. That's Chewy's. Here, we have Chewy's here. But yeah, I like the Diet Coke, the lime, and then just their chips and salsa. I don't go further than that on that one. We got Montgomery Plaza, 1949. It flooded to the 2nd floor. There's Dollar Tree hidden back there. Linda and I found it. And please, whatever you do, don't forget about Velvet Taco. They're open till 4 a.m. I support that. I think it's important to have certain restaurants open late. Right to the right on Carroll Street or on West 7th. It's Velvet Taco, open really late. Right next to Abbey Pub. And it just goes on and on and on. And don't forget about your ramen and your pizza, serious pizza. There's the Kentaro. Ramen noodle. This is all West 7th right here. And on West 7th, if you're passing Curry, don't forget about In-N-Out Burger. I like them, I put up with them. I know they're Californian. They got little palm trees outside. I mean, their shakes have to be good. All right. Oh yeah, and then of course Chipotle right here. Standard. Chipotle is a standard, especially get a little Chipotle salad. Mexican grill.